Hello and welcome to another episode with MUFC Red Devils NCR. It's a rather bleak Friday for us because after all the positivity that we had after winning 4 matches on the bounce, we've been brought back to earth after a rather surprising 1-0 defeat to Real Sociedad yesterday. So we have Kushagra and Nagarjun to talk with us. There's a lot of things that we're going to discuss about the match. Well, as expected, Ten Hag made a lot of wholesale changes to the squad. He brought in the likes of Maguire, Lindelof, Casemiro got his first start. Ronaldo got his first start since he started against Brentford, and then Eriksen started. Contrary to a lot of people who thought that he would be given a rest after starting 7 games on the trot, but then here we are, and let's just start off with the elephant in the room. The VAR call that led to the penalty. I certainly felt that that was not a penalty. And if you ask me, the Premier League referees, who've been criticized very often for being too poor in their decision making, both on the pitch and on the VAR monitor as well, if this happened in the Premier League, I'm pretty certain that that would have been overturned and that would have not been given a penalty. And to somehow make matters worse, Martinez was even booked after that. So that was so Kushagra, what did you make about the VAR? Because normally when we associate VAR, it's the Premier League that's often been criticized, and UEFA has always been praised for the way they have handled VAR and certain decisions like this. So what do you make of it?
I think the VR decision was an absolute, like, what would I say, like a joke because I mean, um, it like struck his elbow, but uske pehle it struck his, I think, it was his thigh, if I'm
It
not
was
wrong.
his thigh.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
it was his thigh.
तो प्लेयर के पैर से लग के हाथ पे लग रहा है एंड हाथ पे भी ऐसे नहीं लग रहा कि लाइक ऊपर की साइड लगे इट स्ट्रक हिम ऑन द लाइक द बैक ऑफ हिज एल्बो सो आई डोंट थिंक इट वाज अ पेनल्टी एट एनी लाइक मतलब कहीं से इट वाज लाइक नॉट अ पेनल्टी सेकेंडली व्हाट वी सी इन लाइक द प्रीमियर लीग इसकी अगर ऐसा कोई कॉल होता है तो लाइक द रेफ हैज एन ऑप्शन कि वो अपने आप जाके साइड लाइंस पे ही कैन लाइक see actually like through like like the computers that they have or like the screens that they have but ऐसा भी कुछ नहीं हुआ आई मीन एटलीस्ट द ऑन फील्ड रेफ उसके पास ये ऑप्शन होता कि वो एटलीस्ट जाके साइड लाइन पे लाइक वो देखे बट लाइक वो भी नहीं हुआ एंड आई थिंक इट वाज लाइक अ वेरी ridiculous call and it was not a penalty at any given day.
Yeah. So I agree. I totally agree with your sentiments, Kishagra. There are a lot of fans who are saying that uh, the VAR call should not take away from the fact that it was a poor performance. While I do agree to that sentiment on a certain extent, but if that penalty was not given, who knows? We could have gone ahead and won the game. But then again, it's the point of ifs, buts, maybes, and we don't take that into consideration. Nagarjun, coming to you, what do you make about that VAR call? And what do you see it does after all this while where UEFA has been rightly praised? All until now, I have not seen a lot of instances where UEFA have messed with their VAR calls, and be it in crunch situations as well. So, what do you make of this situation, and what do you think about VAR in general, especially considering the fact that now they have new updates to determine certain key decisions as well? What do you make of it?
Actually, the decision regarding वार was absolute bullshit because देखिए पहले बहुत सारे कंपटीशन है यूएफए को छोड़ के when Ragnick was our interim manager in I guess in FA Cup and in EFL Cup उधर भी हम लोग robbed हुए थे मिडल्सबर्ग के खिलाफ
Correct.
We were playing against Middlesbrough और उनका स्ट्राइकर के हैंड पाम पे लगा था पाम को लग के ही कंट्रोल द बॉल एंड ही टुक द चांस देयर आल्सो वी गॉट रॉब्ड एंड कल का जो मैच स्पेशली यस्टरडेज मैच आफ्टर हैंडबॉल हमको एक हैंडबॉल मिला था रोनाल्डो वाज क्लेमिंग अबाउट द हैंडबॉल एंड एक्चुअली दैट वाज द रियल हैंडबॉल टू बी ऑनेस्ट प्लेयर के डिफेंडर के हैंड पे लगा था एंड दैट वाज द रियल हैंडबॉल एंड वार वाज लाइक भाई पॉपकॉर्न लेके मूवी देख रहे थे कि क्या आई डोंट नो इट वाज रियली अ बुलशिट यार अंदर बैठ के उन लोग टीवी पे क्या देखते हैं आई डोंट नो मतलब मार्टिनेज का तुमको भाई थाई पे लग के एल्बो के नीचे यू थिंक दैट इज अ हैंडबॉल एंड इफ अ सीरियस हैंडबॉल इज appealing by opposition team, तो तुमको वो हैंडबॉल लगते नहीं, इवन चेक भी नहीं हुआ था वो सीन. So it's completely bullshit. खुशागर भाई ने तो पहले ही बोला कि वैलिड ही नहीं करता, and still बाजू even
on this there's a thing called that there should be a clear and obvious error for the VAR to like. हाँ, so I mean it's like जो हमारा क्रिकेट में umpires call होता है, so you know it's like kind of like similar like this कि unless and until तो referee अगर on field वाला कुछ नहीं कर रहा तो VAR के पास तो कुछ है ही नहीं पावर. तो I don't think इस ऐसी ही कोई टेक्नोलॉजी का कोई है फायदा.
हाँ, और ऊपर से यू वन मोर पॉइंट आपने जो बोला कि मतलब साइड मॉनिटर्स में जाके चेक करना, इवन ये होना चाहिए था ऑब्वियसली, बिकॉज मतलब टेनक वाज आल्सो फ्यूरियस. टेनक तो भाई साइडलाइंस के ऊपर चढ़ गया था, वो कंप्लीटली ही वाज इंडिकेटिंग कि नहीं भाई इट वाज फर्स्ट द थाई एंड देन इट वाज एट द बैक ऑफ द एल्बो. टेनक वाज रियली फ्यूमिंग along with मिचेल वैंडरगार्ड. मैंने उसको कभी पिच के ऊपर आते हुए देखा नहीं. ही इज ऑलवेज काम. इवन वो आके क्लेम कर रहा था कि नो इट्स नॉट अ हैंड, इट्स नॉट अ पेनल्टी. सो दिख सकता है कि किस लेवल का बुलशिटनेस हुआ है बाय वार यस्टरडे.
Yeah, fair enough, and some very strong points, Nagarjun. बहुत ही ज़्यादा strong. और आपका जो insight था regarding the penalty is it's truly justified. But now let's shift our focus from the decision that's happened, and let us talk about something that we can control. That is the performance. Okay, and throughout the course of 90 minutes, I seen that the performance was disjointed at times, and that could rather be put forward due to lack of match minutes for some of the players, or there are some people who are just getting integrated into the system or whatnot. But there are a few worrying signs, one of them being the performance of Casemiro. Now there have been a lot of fans who've been asking for Casemiro to start straight away, me being one of them. But then कल का performance देख के ऐसा लग रहा है कि हाँ, he needs more time to integrate, because yesterday was not his best performance, and it was not a debut that he would like to remember. Yes, he has a pedigree. Yes, he's bought in for big money, and yes, somewhere down the line, 3-4 weeks down the line, we definitely see him walk into our starting 11, as it was spoken in one of our earlier episodes. But I think yesterday was not the right way to just get ingrained into it. So talking about his performance, he had a 77% pass accuracy, 74 touches, which is not bad. On the whole, whenever he had the opportunity to put in those line breaking passes, he was more often than not successful in doing so. But then it was during the defensive side where he was a little dodgy and he was a little suspect. Maybe he's trying to identify the pace of the game so far, or he hasn't looked his own self. But then definitely cause for concern. What do you think, Kushagra, about Casemiro's performance as a whole?
Yeah, I think like you summed it up like pretty well. It was nowhere close to where he can actually be. On the other side, I would say कि as you said, yeah, it was his first official start for us. So obviously, like it's a new team, it's a new league. So it would obviously like take him some time to like gel in with the other players. Yeah, but apart from that, he was like not up to the mark, I would say. So like Eric Ten Hag's call of starting with Scott McTominay is then kind of like justified, because if Casemiro is like not yet there, so we should go ahead with like Scott McTominay, and not only Casemiro, I would say, him dropping the likes of Harry Maguire or like Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So all of these calls are kind of like justified. So I don't think the 11 that we had like yesterday, they would start a PL game. So his calls are kind of like justified, although I won't agree with the halftime changes that he did like yesterday, but then that's a different thing. But yeah, Casemiro really needs to improve.
Fair enough, fair. Nagarjun, after जब Sociedad ने गोल मारा, वो लोग 1-0 up थे. After that, वहाँ पे एक 7 to 10 minute ऐसा phase था जहाँ we were on top, we were basically knocking down very hard on the door for an equalizer. उसमें से एक बॉल ऐसा था जहाँ पे Casemiro involved था, and उसका header, I mean जहाँ पे वो जिस position से उसको header मिला था, हम लोग सबको लगा कि he should have done better, but उसने ball bounce, उसका header bounce होके it went off target. So and then एक और chance था जहाँ पे उसको ball मिला था और वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा space में था, but then he couldn't find either Bruno or either Ronaldo. So what do you think needs to improve on the side of Casemiro?
Actually, first of all, I सबसे पहली बात ये कि I didn't मतलब get it कि Casemiro on which position he was playing. Casemiro basically is a central defensive midfielder, right? His main duty is to hold the attack and intercept and get a ball position. But yesterday I have observed, I don't know, आपको लोगों का view पता नहीं, but yesterday I have observed Casemiro थोड़ा advanced position में था. He was making that through balls. He was finding some spaces जो कि वो उसका ड्यूटी है नहीं. We have Fred and एरिक्सन और ब्रूनो जो हुआ था. एंड जो मिस आप बोल रहे हो, ऑब्वियसली कैसेमिरो को टेक करना चाहिए था इंस्टेड ऑफ वो हेड डाउन करके उसने जो डाला वो करने की गरज नहीं थी बिकॉज उनका गोलकीपर वाज फार टू अवे. उसको सिंपल एक टैप इन हेड करना था, बट स्टिल ही इज अडेप्टिंग. बट या कल मेरे को उसका पोजीशन का थोड़ा वियर्ड लगा बिकॉज ही वाज सो एडवांस. मतलब as a CDM you should be, your duty is something defensive type, but Casemiro was playing like a creativeness. मतलब थ्रू बॉल्स फाइंड कर रहा था, गैप में बॉल दे रहा था, तो मेरे को उधर थोड़ा वियर्ड लगा कि व्हाट Casemiro actually was trying to do. So yeah, and then फिर बाद में कमिंग टू आपने बोला कि आफ्टर रियल सोसिएडाड गोल वी वर ऑन समथिंग, मतलब थोड़ा अच्छा खेले. टू बी ऑनेस्ट रियल सोसिएडाड ने कुछ नहीं किया है. उनका अगर बॉल पोजीशन देखोगे, पेनल्टी लिया है सिर्फ, पेनल्टी के बाद उनका एक प्लेयर है चो करके कोई तो प्लेयर है, उसका एक बॉल ऑन टारगेट था. रादर देन रियल सोसिएडाड का एक भी थ्रेट आया ही नहीं है. वी वर कंप्लीटली पोजीशन में डोमिनेट किया था, बट या वी हैव सर्टेन मिस चांस, मतलब चांसेस मिस किए. बट हाँ, कैसेमिरो को आई गेस वी नीड टू गिव हिम सम टाइम. आई गेस हमको उसको 90 मिनट्स पूरा खिलाना पड़ेगा और 2-3 मैच, उसके बाद आई गेस ही विल बी बैक. बट या
Nagarjun, I can't hear you.
well, this is my observation related Casemiro.
Okay, fair enough. So now let's हमारे साथ अब we have one more guest with us, Abhijit bhai. Abhijit bhai,
I want to talk on something about Casemiro.
Okay.
I think Casemiro did not perform like a Casemiro, typical Casemiro yesterday. He didn't bully or anything, done any dirty work there yesterday. If you see the Casemiro, how he performs as a defensive midfielder, he doesn't do that. That bullying thing, that doing the dirty things, he didn't do yesterday that, and he also lacked that intent what we were expecting from him. So he was like a plain player, not it was very frightening to do some tackles or anything.
Fair.
No typical Casemiro how he performs. So
Yeah.
that was
Fair enough. It could be down to the fact that he's just getting used to it, or maybe that was what Ten Hag wanted him to play, a little advanced than he normally plays. But then that is also, it remains to be seen how Casemiro approaches from here on. But surely there will be times where he will be definitely putting in better performances than this. Abhijit, my next question to you is, we'll talk about the obvious elephant in the room. Okay, Ronaldo's performance. Ronaldo over the entire course of 90 minutes was absolutely poor. He looked rather tired after the first 20 minutes itself. उसके पास 4 से 5 gilt edge chances थे. I mean, वो चारों में से वो एटलीस्ट 2 तो स्कोर कर ही सकता था, given that he has a reputation of being one of the best goal scorers on the planet. He looks tired. He looks out of love for the game. मैंने तो कुछ ऐसा देखा नहीं कि he wanted to make his mark on the game or anything like that. So where exactly does Ronaldo go from here? हम लोग ने पिछले एपिसोड में ऐसे बात किया था कि Ronaldo doesn't find his spot in Ten Hag's best 11, and based on this performance, I think we all were right in saying that.
yes. Absolutely, I agree. We have discussed it about last video also, that using him instead of 90 minutes, we should use him in just 45 minutes or just more than just 60 minutes. Strategically and tactically, if we use, then he is really effective for us. in yesterday's match, I think he performed in first half very good, but he missed those chances.
Yes,
I think
exactly.
it because of due to we are Fred playing in advanced role, and that syncing or that connection between that number 8 and number 9 was not at that point or peak, like Bruno or Ericsson, how they do that with Rashford or Ronaldo. That was lacking, and due to that we cannot, if we created the chance, the Ronaldo either was not present there, or the ball didn't or the ball was in the opposition half. So that is basically due to that number 8 position. Ronaldo is not far from the goals, but I would say we should use him in a strategic way. That
Fair
is
enough.
only the
Yeah.
current phase.
Totally agree. Kushagra, Abhijit rightly pointed out that there could be some issues in sync between the number 8 and where Cristiano was playing is 9. But if we notice and if we look in more closely, there were a couple of chances where he actually got the ball at his feet, but it was his lack of pace, or maybe just a poor touch that ensured that the chance went away from him. Now, there have been many instances before that people have called Cristiano washed, and he's always gone ahead and proved them wrong. But this particular instance, does he really look washed, as per you, or is it just another one of those phases where he is, he just needs one goal and then you keep on scoring? Because the signs right now are rather alarming, because we as it is are a striker down, with Martial being injured, and the more time that we will have to tinker with our formation, the possibility of Ronaldo playing 90 minutes also increases. And yesterday we did see that it can have a detrimental effect on our squad, which is just starting to find some sort of cohesion and confidence.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit hard to tell right now if Ronaldo is actually past his the prime, not because only the last season he has scored about 20 odd goals for us. Talking about the chances that you were saying, yeah, I do remember one chance where we were on the counter, and Ronaldo, he just went into the box and he just tried to cut in on his right side, and then the defenders just came in and got the ball away. So at that point, the first thought that came in my mind was कि अगर यहाँ पे अभी Rashford होता तो it would have been a goal.
Correct.
Yeah, so those are some things he does not have the pace anymore. That is a fact. But I don't think that he is completely washed up. I think he still has a few goals in him. But then I don't think if he really wants to stay here or not, because we will only have the season till October, so that's only 1.5 months. After that we'll have the World Cup, and after that the January window will be open. So he can still go ahead and go to a club like Bayern in the January transfer window. So if we see the larger picture, there's only 1.5 months wherein Ronaldo has to stay here, because his agent, he tried so hard to find him a good club in the summer transfer window, but that didn't happen. But that does not mean that he can't do the same in the January transfer window.
Fair enough.
So none the case, I think Anthony Martial or I think Marcus Rashford, they will be the main strikers that we are going to have at least in the Premier League, and I don't see Ronaldo starting that many games for us.
Yeah, that's another very valid assumption. The fact that Marcus Rashford could be another one of our options at number 9. But yeah, overall it was a rather underwhelming performance by Ronaldo. Nagarjun, coming to you on the same Ronaldo topic, where exactly does Ronaldo go from here? Because right now he knows that he's not going anywhere until January, like Kushagra said. We have until the first week of November where the season will be there. Then the season pauses for the World Cup. Then we come back from the World Cup, and then automatically the January transfer window opens. So what do you think is Ronaldo's approach from here on? Does he go ahead and buckle down and try to score some goals to get himself in rhythm for the World Cup? Because let's be honest, this is going to be his last World Cup for Portugal. Or will he just keep on doing his petty stuff and just put on a hissy fit and all that? What do you think? Where does Ronaldo go from here?
I don't think Ronaldo will leave United because no one wants actually no one's actually matlab, rest teams is also seeing our performance, right? So they are also getting a view ki how Ronaldo is playing and how his playing style is affecting the team, because whenever Ronaldo's play, the team playing style is suddenly changed. मतलब team will be switched to only field to Ronaldo. मतलब individual efforts कुछ दिखता ही नहीं है. मतलब एक ही काम है, रोनाल्डो को पिच पे खड़ा करो, you just take the ball, you just feed him, he will deliver goals for you. But ऐसा नहीं होता फुटबॉल में. So ये सारे गेम्स आई गेस ऑल ओवर वर्ल्ड में बाकी टीम्स भी देख रही है. That is why no one approached him in summer. उसको कोई टीम नहीं मिला. So I don't think Ronaldo will leave United. I guess he will run down his contract. समर तक रहेगा इधर. Obviously समर में उसका कॉन्ट्रैक्ट रन डाउन होने वाला है. So most probably he will leave afterwards. उसके बाद वो कहाँ जाएगा we also don't know. Depends on team, which team will approach him. But yeah, but Ronaldo will stay here only, and I don't think he will मतलब to be honest उसका मन नहीं है. I guess he is not playing by heart because उसको already क्लब लीव करना है. Is not feeling मतलब कि नहीं भाई वो लेवल पे नहीं है, because yesterday's performance was so awful by him. So many chances, easy chances was missed by him. But overall point is he will be here at till the season end, and after that he will continue as a footballer. वो भी question है, he will continue playing or not, वो भी पता नहीं मेरे को. But yeah, he will stay in Manchester United only, run down his contract, and after that whatever उसका जो destiny decide करेगा वो. So yeah, he will be continuing in Manchester only. Then let's see whether he will gather his form back or not.
Whether that turns out to be a blessing or a curse for us, will only be seen as the season progresses. But now the first game of our groups are done. In the other game of our group, Sheriff beat Omonia 3-0, which means Sheriff is on top, Sociedad second. We currently are on third place, and Omonia is on fourth. Our next game is against Sheriff. We go to Moldova, we play them. So that game becomes very important for us. We are one game down. We still have 5 games. We'll just make this short and sweet. Do you think we still qualify from this group in spite of the first game loss? Yes or no? Abhijit bhai, I'll start with you.
Yes. Okay.
Abhijit
Yes,
bhai, I'll start with
absolutely.
you.
Okay. Nagarjun, continue.
No. Yeah. Okay. Nagarjun, let's start with you. What do you think? Do we qualify from here on?
Yeah, obviously, because yesterday commentators were also mentioning that Ten Hag's record in Europe, especially in away games, are good. So next game, I guess it is in away, right? We are going to Moldova.
Yeah, we are going to Moldova.
Sheriff,
Sheriff,
right? Yeah. So our Eric Ten Hag's away games in Europe are good. So I guess we will be winning that. And अगर वो home भी आ गए तो obviously win कर ही लेंगे, because Sheriff is a मतलब we can अभी Ten Hag को दिख चुका है obviously what actually we need to do changes. So I don't think कि Ten Hag will do the same mistakes जैसे Ole Gunnar Solskjaer करता था. So I don't think we're gonna lose it from here. Still 5 matches are there. I guess we're gonna qualify the group stage.
Abhijit bhai, आपको क्या लगता है? Do we win the group? Do we come second? But do we qualify?
I think we will qualify actually. Just one thing I would like to opinion that we have to stick to the same lineup of PL. What we have discussed in last video, that same lineup we have to stick to it, because we have only won the 4 games till now. So we have to cement that confidence in the team, in the whole group. Until and unless we cement that whole confidence, until we are in a stable position, we have to stick to the same lineup, and then we'll see that we can qualify. It will also help in the PL, also in the cup games, or everything. Also, it will boost the morale in the dressing room, and it will have an impact for that. So that would be a very good thing if ETS does that. If we stick to the same lineup, then only we can qualify. Otherwise, if this drastic changes happens, or this substitutes done by yesterday by the ETH, that will get fucked up.
Kushagra, what do you think? Does qualification become difficult from here, or do we still have it in our own hands?
I mean, like before that, I'm not too sure if we should actually like qualify, because hearing these names like Omnia, Shere, Moldova, it's already making me so sad that we are actually in a competition wherein we have to like compete with such teams. Yeah, but obviously, I think we will be able to like qualify. There's a very famous quote saying, "Don't lose your away matches and make sure that you always win like the home games." Already we have already lost a home game, but I think if we are able to like at least seek a draw in the away games and like manage to get all the home victories, I think we should be able to like qualify. But then coming to Abhijit Bhai's point that we'll have to probably play the same starting 11, then there will not be any squad rotation, right? So like what about the players who are on the bench? Like what
Correct.
about their
Correct.
game time? What about players like Ericsson who badly need a break? How would you, try to like keep all of that and also get the qualification in your bag? So that is something that Eric and Nag will have to probably like figure it out. But I think we should be able to like see this through.
All right. So a lot of things have been discussed. A mixed bag of emotions. While we are disappointed about the result and the performance, there's still hope that we believe that we should go through to the next stage of the competition. And yes, so all hopes and all expectations are that we probably put in a much better performance when we play Sheriff in the next fixture. So it was a pleasure talking to all you guys about the game and the intricacies of the game that happened yesterday in detail. Guys, do show us your love. Do watch, like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll keep on posting content like this on a daily basis, and there is lots and lots of topics to talk about which will be done in future episodes. So do show us your love, and it will help us to put out much more content for you guys. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for talking about the game, and we shall see you guys soon in the next episode. Take care and GGM, you guys.
Thank you guys.
Jim.
GGMU.